a pledge today as Hebrew Israelites that we got to fulfill the requirement of the Most High God. There's a certain expectation. We got to raise the bar, okay? Because all through the media, when they show Hebrew Israelites, when they portray us what? Look at this something show you the other day, the brother who shot the girl. Okay? Anytime they mention Israel in the media, it's something negative.
Them pink fringes ill, King.
I know it.
Them ill, them Jones ill.
Like I watch some of my comments when time to time we go and we anoint Israel. Somebody say, well, why don't they show this light? That we show love for our people. We anoint them. They're not going to show that. Okay? They're not going to show us in that. They're going to show us in the darkness. Okay? So that's why what? We got to be circumspect at all times when we going out there. Read. But to fear the Lord our God. Do what? But to fear the Lord our God. So how do we show we fear the Most High? And what else? Because the Bible says what? Faith without works is what? Faith without works is dead. Okay? Read. To walk in all his ways. What? To walk in all his ways. To walk in all his ways. How do we walk in the ways of the Most High? By keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Come on. And to love him. What? And to love him. Right, to love the Most High. Right. Give me some John 14:15. How do we show we love the Most High? How do we show we love the Most High? You say, well, I love the Lord. Huh?
Real out there.
Female.
Shalom, shalom.
Okay, shalom,
Shalom.
Okay, read that. It's the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15.
Okay.
If ye love me, we're not talking about that word whole love. We're talking about the love according to the Bible. Okay, read it again. Verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Y eso de los padrinos también es una basura. Mira.
Back to the edification.
Aquí sería, pues no.
When I go to street teaching, they try to make us move. Why I gotta move? What?
What's the closest thing to the Most High? The Bible. Okay? Best instruction before leaving earth.
That's right.
We gotta come back. Give me 1 Peter 2 and 17. 1 Peter 2 verse 17. A lot of our people suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome. They have all these scientific names. And all these boils back down to what? The curses that's recorded in the Holy Bible. Read that. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2, verse 17. What? Honor all men. What? Honor all men. Right. Look to the brother next to you. To the left of you, to the right. We gotta do what? We gotta start honoring each other. Okay? A lot of us are in the street. Okay, we have street ethics, street codes, and we come into Israel and we act like we don't know no better. Right. Okay? There's certain things that you do and certain things that you don't do. Okay? Read that again. Verse 17. Honor all men. What? Honor all men. No, some men. Honor all men. No, 50% men. Honor all men. No, only your friend. Honor all men. Right, so we might not be best of buddies. We might not be besties. Okay? But you still got to honor your brother. Right. Okay? Love your brother as you love yourself.
There you go. There you go.
Be ready to take your shirt off and give that brother.
There you go.
Right. Okay? If he's going to walk a mile, you walk a mile with him.
Right. There you go.
Okay? We got to stop that lip service.
Right.
Okay? A lot of people say brother, but what? In lip service, not really in deed. Okay? I just walking up here, we ran into a brother had a situation with his car. The brother stopped what they was doing just to help the brother out. Okay? We got to get away from that crab in the barrel mentality. Well, I got mine, get yours.
Right.
Yeah, I hate that.
Right.
Okay? We got to get out of that. Okay? If one don't have, then we got to make up for that. We don't. Love the brotherhood. What? Love the brotherhood. What? Love the brotherhood. All right, love the brotherhood. Damn, devil. We gotta love the brotherhood. Okay? You should love to want to be around your brother. If you get to the point where you don't want to be around your brother, something's wrong. something is wrong. We got to reevaluate your situation. Okay, read that again.
Verse 17. Honor all men. Love the brotherhood. Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
What?
Fear God.
What?
Honor the king.
And what?
Honor the king.
Right, fear the Most High in honor of Hamashiach Yahushua. Okay? We got a lot of men that's in the last days believed in Yahushua, going to the Old Testament saying that Yahushua never existed.
Right.
Okay? There's no kingdom without Hamashiach Yahushua. Okay? He's the King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering Lion of Yahweh.
That's right.
Okay? He died to bring us back to the Most High. But we can't understand that. Why? Because a lot of people are living a fake love. Okay? You're living a lie. You're saying you're Israel, you're saying you're Prince of Power, but you're not living like that. We got to come out of that. Give me Romans 13, verse 11. Romans 13 and 10. Romans 13 and 10. We're in that third day. Okay? The Yahushua can come anytime. But what did he say? He said what? I'm going to come back like a thief in the night. A lot of us going to be caught off guard. I came up during the era when they was teaching the year 2000. Okay? Everything's going to be over. The Y2K, we're out of here. You know how many people got messed up?
Right.
Okay, we're in what? 2000 so-called 19. Sharon, you were there. Zabak, we all came up in that era.
Right.
Okay, read.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Right, love is the fulfilling of the law. So if you're loving your brother, you're doing what? You're fulfilling the laws. And you're not going to want to see nothing ill against your neighbor. So we got to come out of that. Read.
Verse 11. In that, knowing the time.
And what?
In that, knowing the time.
And that knowing the time. A lot of people say, well, I know what time it is. Do you really know what time it is? A lot of you got to take that pilgrimage to Zion, to Israel. Okay? That's our land. Right now they got gay parades. The heat is there. They do all kind of perverseness in Israel right now. Right now they have about 4 gay parades in Israel per year. Okay? This is our land, but guess what? The Most High is going to destroy those nations. But guess what? We got a desire about going home. We don't desire to go home. We say we're waiting. I'm waiting for Yahushua. Yahushua is waiting for you. Because why? We have made America our rest. Go back. Hold that. Go back to Michael Tunes. Come.
Real quick before I give it back to Prince Kahan, we got a situation with a brother with the across the island. Come up here and tell people the situation real quick because the tow truck is here and we need to help our beloved brother and get out of here with his children.
Shalom, Yashalom. Allah, yeah, all praise God, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I'm not gonna hold up anybody. Just the water for everybody coming out and being a part of the ministry, hearing the truth to the Most High, and also being a part of a historical. Hey, Shalom, being a part of a historical event, you know. And I said this yesterday. On this side of captivity, this hasn't happened. All right, it has not happened to where the descendants of the Negroes, the Hispanics, North American Indians have come together and started professing the name of our Creator in captivity, all throughout the different locations of our captivity. All right, so I don't know if Zaquan Parazad Nathaniel made it yet. All right, those elders coming from Turkey. All right, so what we're seeing happen is that the prophecies are being fulfilled, that the children of Israel are returning, and this is before Christ coming. So this is a very, very scary thing that we're looking at. All right, so all praise the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob for all you coming out. All right, so now the next portion that we do have a situation. I drove up here. We ride on faith all the time, as everybody else do. My radiator busted, so we can collect any alms, and it's the Shabbat, and I'm so heartbroken about that. But at the same time, the Most High said, if your brother's ass is in a what? In a ditch. All praise, so my ass is in the ditch. All right. So with that being said, if anybody got it to give, alms, you don't have to do anything public right now. All right, but we're gonna get this car towed. We're gonna have it fixed, and it looks like I'll be ministering in Chicago until the Most High allows me to leave.
Hallelujah!
All right, so throughout everybody, please stay consistent. Don't lose heart. These are very dark and terrifying times. We see Yasha'Allah is being perverted, and the fear of the Messiah is not being taught as much. So if I can encourage everybody, please start teaching about the death that the Messiah is going to bring when he comes.
That's right.
Everybody's looking at it like it's like some type of faggot coming from out the sky, riding on a unicorn, handing out Skittles and rainbows, and that's not what's going to happen. The scripture says the blood is going to be up to the horse's shoulder. So that's a scary thing. So please, I encourage everybody, teach on the coming of the Messiah. All right, our daughters, our sons, all of our lives are in jeopardy. The scripture says that the righteous shall scarcely. See? So with that being said, Ani Hablakam, Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Yeah.
It's lawful to go around service of our prayers. So we were told that the toll is going to be $125. We've already raised $50 here.
But don't let that be the cap. Okay? I still gotta get the radio. I still gotta get home with my 3 sons.
So let's get him. 50, we got 50, 45. Okay, throw out, brothers and sisters. Throw out.
All right, so Thawada, please don't be discouraged. Also, I do have a Cash App in Thawada because this has never happened to me in this ministry to see Yasha'Allah. I am a faithful tither, even in the truth. Before the Most High woke me up, and I know doctrines, right? Doctrines. Before the Most High woke me up and I was in the Christian church, I used to love tithing because I believe in giving. So I see the principle of it coming back. I've never seen so many fringes and righteous brothers and sisters operating to actually help another Israelite family as such. So hallelujah, Mashallah, Mashak al-Shah. All right, so I have a Cash App. The Cash App is Mashpacha Pa'ain. All right, if you know how to say the word family in Hebrew, the word family, which is the same as my Facebook, family is Mashpacha, M-A-S-H-P-A-C-H. All right? Mashpacha Pa'aim, P-A-I-M. All right? Oh, yeah, you can put my phone number in too. Yeah, 614-999-2677. Shalom, Amazakwan Banyamyan. HODC in the building. Huh? All praise.
Shalom, King.
All right. So, and again, Thawada, everybody, we appreciate you. We love you. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
We greatly appreciate it. Let the Most High bless you guys 100-fold for just being brotherly and sisterly. All praises. This is what we do. Each one teach one, each one reach one, and we got to scratch our brothers and sisters' backs, all right? So you best believe if any of y'all are in a jam in this particular situation, we're going to do the same for you too. That's all right? So call back to Kahan. Hallelujah.
So you see how the Spirit works? I just talked about that, and then we had the Most High, He proved us. The Most High proved us, and I didn't even know that situation was going to run. You know what I'm saying? We can't make this stuff up. That's the Spirit is real. Read that. Tell them where you're at. This is the book of 1 John, chapter... Wait, give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. I only see this happen like in T.J. Creflo Dollar Church. You ever saw that video when he was on the stage? He was moonwalking on the money. He was throwing the money up there.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I only see... I mean, if this is real, when you see Israel, come to the aid of their brother throwing up money. I only saw that like in T.D. Snakes or Creflo Dollar Church. Okay, read that. What? This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 17. Herein is our love made perfect. What? Herein is our love made perfect. Right, this is how we make our love perfect, when we love each other as we love ourselves. Come on. That we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as He is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love. What? There is no fear in love. All right, so there's no fear in love. Okay? You gave that money willingly, knowing that what? That you helping a brother out. Okay? In the faith that what? That the Most High is going to bless you. Okay? Come on. But perfect.
perfect love. But perfect love. Right. The ultimate goal is what? Fulfilling that perfect love. That the Most High is glorified in heaven. Come on. Cast it out fear. What? Cast it out fear. Right, because the Most High don't give us that spirit of fear. Okay, come on. Because fear hath torment. He hath feared. He that feared is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. So the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, they first loved us. Because we didn't choose the Most High chose us. Come on. If a man say, I love God, what? If a man say, I love God, well, if you say you love the Most High, come on, and hateth his brother, and what? And hateth his brother. Right, so you got a lot of brothers that be camp banging. Well, if you're not in my camp, you're not going to be saved. The Most High is going to pull a remnant out of each camp. Okay? If any camp leader's telling you that, well, if you don't join that camp, then you're not going to be saved, he's a damn liar.
That's right. Bring it out.
Okay, and the truth is not in him. Okay, come on. He is a liar. What? He is a liar. The scriptures don't lie. Read that again. Verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. I've run into brothers that in Israel that would see another brother and wouldn't salute him, but they'll go talk to somebody from another nation.
Right.
Or you working side by side with a Chinese or a white man. But because I'm not in your Israelite group, you can't salute me, you can't have a conversation.
Right.
Because you're scared to perfect the will of love. Come on. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, you hear that, brother? Coming to America. Let me ask you a question, brother. He's speeding up. He's doing that speed walk. Okay? Speed walk. But guess what? It's going to come a day that he's going to, damn, I should have listened to those guys. Because why? The Most High is going to set a famine of this word in the land. They was, well, where those guys that used to be in the corner teaching? The Most High is going to take us out of here. I'll come across brothers see me after camp. Oh, brother, you did a good job. Keep teaching. You think we would be out here? Listen, I myself we going on 3 decades teaching on the street.
Right.
You think we would keep teaching another 10 years on the street? While you still going out to the club, you still getting high, but brother, you keep preaching. You don't think we're tired? When Zabak and I met each other, we were young men. We didn't have no gray hair, nothing. Look at us now. Gray everywhere. Okay? Gray everywhere. Let's show you how long we've been doing this. Okay? Come on. For he that loveth not his brother, what? For he that loveth not his brother, for he that loveth not his brother, come on, whom he hath seen, what? Whom he hath seen. All right, look to the left, look to the right. You see your brother, but you don't want to love him. You got to be able to see the Most High in your brother and in your sister. That's right. The Bible says what? To be continually around men that what? That keep the commandments of the Most High.
Right.
If you're spending more time with somebody that's in the world than somebody in Israel, something's wrong with that picture.
That's right.
If you feel more comfortable with being with somebody in the world than with somebody else that's keeping the commandment, something's not right.
That's right.
You got to reevaluate your situation. Come on. How can he love God? What? How can he love God whom he hath not seen? Right, so we don't see the Most High. So how are you going to see your brother, disrespect your brother, don't honor your brother, but you say, I love the Lord. I love the Most High. That's impossible. Come on. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God loveth his brother also. Read it again. That, Salakia. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also. Right, so that must go hand in hand, sis. If you love the Most High, you got to love your sister and love your brother. There's no other way. Okay? You got your truth and I got my truth. There's only one truth according to the Bible. Okay, give me Ezekiel 2 and 3. I'm going to wrap it up with that. Ezekiel 2 verse 3.
Bring it out.
But it's an honor, it's a pleasure, to labor with certain brothers coming up in this thing. They tried to retire me the other day. But I can't. I get adrenaline rush when I come to camp.
That's right.
Brother say, oh, you 50, you got to sit down. Can't do it. Try to tell us about to sit down.
Not happening.
It's not happening. Okay, come on. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel. You hear that, brother? You're the children of Israel, sis. Brother, children of Israel. Okay? America's going to be destroyed. But before you read the Bible, what about you, sis? You read the Bible? Before every kingdom was destroyed in the Bible, what did God do? He sent forth his servants, the prophets, to warn those people. America's going to be destroyed. Okay? Donald Trump from what? We're going to make America great again. Let's see. Let's see. They can't do nothing against the truth. Okay? They can't do nothing against the truth. What? Well, we get sanctified by the word. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel. To the children of Israel. What? To the children of Israel. To the children of Israel, that's who you are. Because if I ask you, brother, what's your nationality? What you going to tell me? What's your nationality? You're black. Black is what? It's a color. Right? This board is black. But what is your skin color? You're brown. So obviously what? We have been lied to. We have been programmed. Okay? We have been taught his story. We got to come out of that. We got to come to the true understanding of this Bible. Because why? We've been taught by false pastors. Okay? That taught us the untruth. But now you're standing before the true service of God.
That's right.
Okay? Come on. To a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. Do you ever ask yourself, why do we go into slavery? Why do they have movies like Django, Roots, Mandingo? Why did that happen? Why do we go into slavery? Out of all nations, the Chinese, the Japanese, the white man, how come they didn't go into slavery? Because why? We are special people. We are God's chosen people. Okay, we broke his commandments, and that was the judgment that we were going to slavery. Right. But guess what? We're in the last days. They even publicizing it. They even talking about in Congress about what? They said, right, if they were to give us reparation, they kind of gave a guesstimation. They said they would have to pay us back $17 trillion. Okay? 17 trillion, and that's a guesstimation. Okay? But this like you saw what? The Chicago 5, the Central Park 5. How do you give a person back 15, 20 years of their life? Okay? Getting raped, getting molested in jail. How do you pay them back for that? How many millions can you give me, okay, that I get raped in my behind? But they know what, that our people only want is money. And they know what, once you get that money, they're going to give it back to the system anyway. They're going to buy some 30-inch rims. Yep. Okay, some house in Beverly Hills. Okay. I actually spoke, I used to visit Kodak Black plenty of times in jail. Okay. I told the boss, I said, listen, you cannot serve two masters. I told him, I specifically told him that. I said it would have been better that he even didn't hear this word than to hear this word and go back in that food. Now he's in a worse position than he was in the beginning. But you know, I pray for the brother. He hasn't called me. Okay. He know I'm upset with him, but he did it to himself. Because when the Most High sends you a message, he sends you a prophet to come to you, you got to hearken. Because a lot of times the Most High will send you a message, okay? Give you a chance to avoid the destruction. But guess what? We got to hearken. Listening isn't on. Come on. Ezekiel 2 and 3. So I want to see everybody at the summit. We're starting the Shabbat service at 12 noon, the Sabbath. Okay, come out, come learn your true culture. Because why? The Most High has a requirement. Just like you got your job, it's a 9 to 5. You got to be there a certain time, certain job description. So if we are not working for the Most High the way we should be, guess what? We got to get fired.
Okay? Don't think that you're in. Listen, that's why I'm still out. They tell me, brother, you gotta retire. You 50, you gotta retire. Listen, I'm still out here seeking my soul's salvation.
Right.
With fear and trembling, still putting work in. Okay? I don't say, well, okay, I did enough work now, I can sit down and rest. I got a reserved seat in the kingdom of heaven. It don't work that way.
Right.
To much is given, what? Much is required.
Right.
Okay, come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
Right, even to this very day. Okay, even to this very day. It's not a coincidence that our people in the ghettos and the slums, the last hire, the first fire. The ones talking about no justice, no peace. We're still trying to get 40 acres and 2 mules. The white man's not going to give you anything. Listen. Years ago, I was teaching in New York City. A white young couple came up to me. They said, listen. They said, I agree what my ancestors did to your ancestors was wrong. But guess what they told me? They said, I don't mind that things stay the way it is because they are fearful that we're going to get in power and treat them the way they treated us. Okay? That's why the white people always walk around fearful because they know what they have done to us. What do we do to deserve all these things that they did to us as a nation? They know that what? That we are the children of the Most High God. The God of who? The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
That's right. That's right.
This book is called the Encyclopedia of Gods, right? Over 2,500 deities. But guess what? We serve the true and living God.
That's right.
There's over 2,500 false gods on the earth. So why do you think America is in the condition that it is? Because a lot of our people are into idolatry, into false religions. We got to come back to the true and living God, brother. You are a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
According to the Bible, you're a Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
According to the Bible. Okay? At least if one soul was saved tonight, we did our job.
That's right.
Okay? The angels in heaven are rejoicing.
That's right.
There's no kingdom on the ground. There's no reason for us to look on the ground. There's no kingdom on the ground. The kingdom of God starts where? It starts within you, brother. You can't look for another kingdom until you work that kingdom that's within your body. But guess what? The Spirit of God can't dwell in an unclean vessel.
That's right.
So you got to get yourself right. Start rehearsing these righteous acts. Okay? The Bible is what? It's a blueprint. Forget about the Jay-Z blueprint. Okay? This is the true blueprint. The Bible, best instructions before leaving earth. Okay? This shows you how to be in perfect harmony with the Most High God and the holy angels. Don't you want holy angels to encamp around you?
That's right.
You ever find yourself in a situation or in a car accident that you know you should have been dead, but you're still alive? Why? Because holy angels got you out of it. But we can't keep tempting the Most High. Okay, some of us got like 9 lives. You've been in situations you know that you should have been gone a long time ago. But guess what? We serve a merciful God, a long-suffering God, a compassionate God. Okay, come on.
Verse 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted.
What?
And stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them.
Right, so the Most High, a true servant of the Most High God, we are coming to the children of Israel. That's what the Most High is saving in these lives. The nations, they're going to be in the kingdom, but guess what? They're going to be our servants.
That's right.
Because what? It's only right. We are their servants. You think because you got a 9 to 5 that you got a job? They pay you $20 an hour. Guess how much they making? They making like $500 an hour. Okay, I was working at American Express, right? I had a quota. I had to make, I did corporate sales, I did travel. I had to make $10,000 per day in sales. Right? So if I'm making $10,000 in sales, how much money are they making in commissions? So they're showing that's the trickery. Okay? The Bible says what? We are people what? Robbed and spoiled. We were mainly robbed. What were we mainly robbed of? Our true and living God. When you read the Bible, you find that Christ was a so-called black man. Looked just like me and you. Right? But the average so-called black man, black woman, what do we believe? We believe that Christ was a Caucasian. Because why? That's that slave mentality. We still see him as the master, as a superior, but he's inferior.
That's right.
Look at Donald Trump. When you look up the word inferior, you see Donald Trump's picture right there. Come on, he's going to make America. Forget about making America great. Let's make Israel great again.
Right.
How about that? Let's make Israel. Look, we're the ones that's going to make Israel great again.
Shalom.
By what? By rehearsing the righteous acts of God. So I'm going to ask you again, brother, what's your nationality? Black is a color, brother. They teach you in elementary school, right? It's a color. We are Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. The slavery to our people is recorded in the Holy Bible. Okay? There are free classes that you can join right here in Chicago. Okay? It's not a coincidence that you got black on black crime in Chicago, killing each other. That is a curse. Let me show you. That's a curse. Give me that in Deuteronomy. And I'm going to lock it off with that. That's a curse that's recorded in the Bible that we would be what? That we would be killing each other. Black on black crime. Read that. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil. What? His eye shall be evil. His eye shall be evil. You know, looking him up and down, his eye shall be evil. Come on. Toward his brother. What is who? Toward his brother. What is what? Toward his brother. His eye shall be evil towards his brother. He can see a white man come up here, he won't do anything. But his brother come by, he got a problem. You got pressure. He has a serious issue with his own brother. But the white man walks to and fro. Come on. And toward the wife of his bosom. And toward the wife of his bosom. Toward the wife of his bosom. Okay? Look at the divorce rate in the black community. It's high, right? So this is what? This is Bible prophecy that we're reading about. Read. And toward the remnant of his children. And toward the remnant of his children. You got parents killing children, children killing parents. Right, so what Dallas is saying. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 20. That's showing how they hate us. Right? Give me that Ezekiel 35 and 5. Okay? They hate us for what? They have everything, right? They have money, they have a nice house. But why do they hate us? They hate us because we have the true spirit of God. They have the spirit of who? Of Satan. You would think that they would be happy, but what? Why we here teaching the Bible, what are they mad about? Okay? Read that. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. For what? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. So what does the word perpetual mean? What does the word perpetual mean?
Forever.
Perpetual. It means forever. Right? Never ending. Read that again.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood.
The what?
Shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Of who?
Of the children of Israel.
Well, we're the children of Israel. You see these cops shooting us on a daily basis. Okay? And what happens? They find them what? Not guilty. Right? They got a badge. They have a legal right to kill us on the street. Because why? They have what? Read it again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Right? They have a perpetual, a never-ending hatred for who?
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
The children of Israel, come on.
By the force of the sword.
By the what?
The force of the sword.
Right, what is this sword used for?
And what's the modern day sword? The gun. They're military. Okay, come on. In the time of their calamity. Come on, and what's the time of calamity? Throughout our slavery. They got us in the ghettos and the slums. What about the Tuskegee experiment when they were injecting black men with syphilis? Okay. You had the so-called white man going to Haiti, okay, taking little boys from Haiti and molesting them. You had Hillary Clinton go to Haiti, steal all the money from Haiti, and the Haitians still turn around and voted for him for president. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read on. In the time that their iniquity had an end. Come on. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Power. Say who? Saith the Most High Thy Power. Right, they teach the church that what? That God is all love. Where in the Bible did it say God is just all love? The Most High kills as well. Did you know that? Did you know that God kills as well? There's a time and a place for everything. Give me that. Give me that 1 Samuel 2:6. 1 Samuel 2:6.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. Come on. The Lord killeth. What? The Lord killeth.
Right, so the Most High kills, come on.
And maketh alive.
And what?
And maketh alive.
And he makes alive. So we only talking about, you know, how could we as so-called human beings, we have different emotions, right? But how could you just put the Most High in a box, put God in a box, and say he just has one emotion? That's impossible. The Bible said that he's a jealous God.
Yeah.
So what happens in jealousy? When a man gets jealous of his woman going to another man, what happens? It's a rage, right? So the Most High God is in a rage when we did what? When we serve other gods. Okay? When you call in the name of Jesus, that's another God. His name is Hamashiach Yahawashah. The anointed Savior. Hamashiach Yahawashah. Yahawashah, some say Yeshua. Okay? This is Yahawashah, the Savior of the Most High. What? I will prepare thee unto blood. What? I will prepare thee unto blood. So that's the future of America. The Most High is going to prepare America unto blood. There's no way that America is going to be made great again. The only way it's going to be made great again is that the white man is going into slavery.
That's right.
Along with the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called Africans.
That's right.
Okay, the East Indians. But that is what? That is their rightful position. What you see is the what? A case of trading places. Read on. And blood shall pursue thee. And what? And blood shall pursue thee. Right, so the Most High is bringing blood to America. They're not teaching this in the church. They're not telling you that. They're holding this information. Why do you think they have those underground bunkers? You got white people have water, food, all kind of stuff underground because they know about the destruction. In Russia, they have these, where they practice for, like if it's a thermonuclear attack, they practice going underground. But our people are still out there, we still want to go to the club, we still want to get high, playing video, big grown man, 40, 50 years old, playing video games. I saw, what's the name, Snoop Dogg on a video, who want to smoke, talking about, what's some video game he talking about? Yeah, who want to play me on Madden? A big grown man, Snoop Dogg. And this is who our young men look up to. They idolize people like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. They see us as, well, you know, you guys, you don't have no money. Money does not make a man. What makes a man? What is a man to the Most High? There's a difference between being a man and a male. There's a big difference. You finish reading there? Read. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. What? Read that again. Since thou hast not hated blood. Right, the white man, he loves it. He goes hunting. Right? You see him in the range shooting. They love blood. When they order their steak, how do they order it? Huh? Rare, with the blood dripping out of it. Right? They love blood. They love to kill the so-called black man in the street. Listen, the white people treat their dogs better than they treat our so-called black men.
Right.
Am I lying? That's right. You hear stories when a rich white person leaves their whole inheritance to their dog Spice. And you got people homeless, no food to eat, but they leave it to their dog Spice. The dog is getting pedicures and manicures, makeup, facials. How do you give a dog a facial? The Most High said that what? He's going to have a foolish nation rule over us.
That's right.
Okay? The so-called white man is a foolish nation. But guess what? This is the last kingdom. He had this is the last kingdom. Brother, wait, before you go.
That's right.
Look at 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
What?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Right, so there's a controversy on YouTube. People saying, "Oh, Esau is not the white man." Okay, all fingers point to the white man as being the biblical Esau.
That's right.
Okay, they trying to do that to throw you off. We'll read that again.
For Esau is the end of the world.
We know that we're living in the end times, and who's ruling? The so-called white man.
And Jacob,
And Jacob is the father of the progenitor to the 12 tribes of Israel. Who we are? Come on.
is the beginning of it that follow it.
Right, because like the box said, what? Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
For how long?
Forever and ever.
For how long?
Forever.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
How?
By a shimmer Mashiach outside.
Huh?
By a shimmer Mashiach outside.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yaqataz, you up next.
I ain't going after you. I ain't never going after you, Rob. I told brothers I need to sweep the floor after you, King. Yeah.